Welcome to the Everything podcast, and in this episode, I'm going to be recapping the Paternoster Gang Last Stand at the Final Poblom, which was released in March 2025, and I'm recording this episode only a couple of months later on the 5th of June 2025. I have to say it how Strack says it in the trailer because it's just hilarious. But please, there is a Paternoster Gang playlist, please go check that out, as well as obviously the first episode of the day will tend to be, and I'll tell you otherwise, will tend to be a Big Finish episode. Please go and check all of those out, and the afternoon episodes as well, where it's TV, because I think that's a nice way to do it. You've got a Big Finish episode in the morning, and you've got a TV recap in the afternoon. And obviously there's a few shorts coming throughout the day, and there's social media stuff that by the time you're seeing this will all be set up and it'll be in the flow, whereas as of time of recording it's just being set up. So without further ado, here's my recap of the Paternoster Gang Last Stand, the Final Poblom. An explosion occurs. Strax attempts to rescue Jenny. Jenny corrects Strax. Strax informs Jenny what they are currently facing. Jenny believes Vastra is dead. We then have the theme tune. Strax and Jenny celebrate. Vastra doesn't understand why Jenny and Strax are celebrating. Jenny mentions and insults Brotak. Jenny also mentions her Vastra and Strax's victories over Brotak. Vastra mentions an Earth phrase. Vastra gives Strax and Jenny a reality check. A bell interrupts Vastra. Strax answers the door. The bailiffs force their way into Vastra, Jenny, and Strax's house. Strax chants Sontar. Strax repeatedly tries to force his way back into the house. Jenny works out that Brotak now takes the form of the 8th Doctor. Brotak believes he owns Vastra, Jenny, and Strax's house. Brotak insults Jenny. Brotak reveals he has issued a warrant for the Paternoster Gang's arrest. Brotak insults the Paternoster Gang. Brotak gives the Paternoster Gang some advice. Vastra attempts to convince Jenny and Strax to stay where she has organised for them to stay. Vastra mentions wanting a long-term stay. The Paternoster Gang explore their new room. Strax is confused by a bucket. The hotel owner pranks the Paternoster Gang. The hotel owner reveals all rooms must be paid up front. Strax insults Jenny. Neither Vastra or Strax have money. Jenny believes they have been robbed. Jenny believes they have been robbed. Jenny accuses the hotel owner of theft. Jenny gets annoyed. Jenny and Strax seem to be working in exchange for staying at the hotel. Jenny insults the hotel owner. Strax mentions Sontaran. Strax reveals a Sontaran phrase. Jenny compares a smell to a dead horse. Strax mentions his feather duster and mop. Jenny mentions her bed. Jenny gets emotional. Strax reads a note from Vastra. Jenny injures herself. Jenny expresses her hatred in the hotel. Strax defends Vastra to Jenny. Jenny believes Vastra no longer trusts her. Strax doesn't want Jenny to cry. Strax proposes that he and Jenny go on a mission like Vastra is doing. Strax motivates Jenny to agree to this. Jenny lists who is allowed into a house. Strax mentions Jenny's height. Jenny mentions Brotak and H.G. Wells. Strax compliments his plan. Jenny mentions Charlie. Jenny defends Charlie to Strax. Jenny reunites with Charlie. Brotak sees through Strax and Jenny's plan. Brotak mentions being Jenny previously, as kind of shown, kind of shown. You can see it, but kind of has been portrayed in previous episodes of Paternoster Gang Trespassers. Brotak shuts the door in Jenny's face. Jenny updates Strax how the plan went. Strax is confused with how his plan went so wrong. Jenny mentions her and Strax having money. Strax corrects Jenny. Strax mentions a specific department store. Strax gets distracted. Strax details another plan. Jenny accepts a delivery. Someone insults Jenny. A delivery driver loses his delivery and starts to panic about it. Jenny insults the delivery driver. Strax believes something is wrong and wants to have a private conversation with Jenny. Strax asks Jenny a question. Strax insults a mantelpiece. Strax mentions part of the episode's title. Strax corrects Jenny. Jenny checks in with Strax. Jenny mentions Strax's probic vent. Strax mentions Vastra. Thursdays seem to no longer exist. Strax mentions the Sontaran alphabet. On that Thursday, I'm actually recording this episode on a Thursday, not planned or anything, just the way it's with, just it's a coincidence. Strax reveals more information about the Pobloms. Strax believes that there is only one Poblom left in the entire universe. The Paternoster gang reunite. Vastra attempts to lie to Strax and Jenny. Vastra runs away from Jenny and Strax. Strax reveals how he is now able to track Vastra. Strax believes he and Jenny are near to where Vastra currently is. Vastra comes clean to Jenny and Strax. Vastra mentions her memory. Vastra reveals she and Jenny are getting married soon. Jenny and Vastra reunite to Strax's displeasure. Strax threatens the Eighth Doctor, who he mistakes for Brotak. The Eighth Doctor has arrived for Vastra and Jenny's wedding. The Eighth Doctor nearly spoils something for the Paternoster gang. The Eighth Doctor returns to his TARDIS. Someone asks Vastra to do something. Eustace meets Jenny. Strax believes the Poblom has eaten Jenny and Vastra's wedding cake. Strax reveals his current weapons available to him. Vastra smells something. The Paternoster gang hear Eustace scream. Vastra allows Strax to use any of his weapons. Strax reveals more information about the Poblom. Vastra asks Strax to interfere. Strax obliges. Strax reveals he stunned the Poblom. Strax apologises to Vastra. Jenny reveals she doesn't need a wedding to know how much she loves Vastra. Jenny and Vastra mention Strax. Strax picks up the Poblom. Strax believes it is after the Paternoster gang. Strax mentions routines. Vastra reveals a plan on dealing with the Poblom. The Paternoster gang meet Mr. Cook. Mr. Cook insults the Paternoster gang. The Paternoster gang gift Mr. Cook with the Poblom. Mr. Cook seems to get electrocuted. Someone mentions Norman. A woman gets emotional. Someone realises someone else has 24 hankies. Someone witnesses Brotak in its true form for the first time. Brotak insults this person. Brotak returns to its Eighth Doctor form. This person informs Brotak of several disappearances. Brotak threatens this person. Brotak once again insults the Paternoster gang. The Paternoster gang look through some binoculars. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to merge two words there and then it wasn't a word. Strax expresses his delight in the idea of Brotak being attacked. Strax and Jenny convince Vastra to watch Brotak being attacked. Vastra mentions an electric stabilizer. Vastra convinces Jenny to accompany Strax to regain this weapon. Vastra and Jenny kiss. Strax is now suspicious of Vastra's actions. Someone updates Brotak about several events. Brotak points his gun at this associate. Brotak laughs in delight. Strax believes Vastra lied to him and Jenny. Jenny reads a letter from Vastra. Vastra reads sections of this letter. Strax and Jenny learn what Vastra is planning. Jenny and Strax are now locked in. Jenny allows Strax to use one of his weapons. Jenny allows Strax to use one of her weapons, or Strax allows Jenny to use one of his weapons. I may have got it in the wrong way around, I'm not entirely sure. Vastra mentions her lifespan. Vastra returns to her, Jenny, and Strax's previous home. Vastra confronts Brotak. Brotak mentions Vastra's confidence. Brotak asks Vastra to find them. Vastra mentions Beethoven. Brotak insults and threatens Vastra. Brotak insults Strax and Jenny. Vastra and Brotak finally come face to face. Norris restrains Vastra. Norris sets free the Poblom. The Poblom attacks Norris. Vastra has tricked Norris and Brotak. Brotak mentions Torchwood. Brotak shoots Vastra. Jenny and Strax watch their former house change formation in front of their eyes. Vastra corrects Brotak. Jenny calls out for Vastra. Vastra gets the better of Brotak. Vastra asks Strax and Jenny to not approach her any further. Vastra asks for some null grenades. Jenny throws these to Vastra. Vastra attempts to save Brotak. The first scene from this episode is replayed. The Eighth Doctor asks Strax and Jenny to enter his TARDIS. Jenny compliments Strax. Jenny remembers the Paternoster gang's previous encounter with the Eighth Doctor. The Eighth Doctor doesn't remember this previous encounter with the Paternoster gang. The Eighth Doctor mentions the reality cataract with the aim of saving Vastra. A time jump of 6 months has occurred. Vastra reunites with Jenny, Strax, and the Eighth Doctor. Vastra writes in her diary. Jenny interrupts Vastra. Vastra apologises to Jenny. Jenny and Strax reveal their newest client has just exploded. Vastra loves being back home, and Vastra delivers a speech, and that is my recap of the Paternoster gang last stand at the final Poblom. And the Eighth Doctor will return in my recap of the Eighth Doctor Adventures Deadly Strangers, The Gloaming, which was released in 2024. Here's the trailer. Actually, I should have said, here's the trailer for the Eighth Doctor Adventures Deadly Strangers, The I've got it wrong twice now. Here's the trailer for the 8th Doctor Adventures, Deadly Strangers.
It was just a bad dream. I was in the dark, some dark place, and there was a voice.
From Big Finish Productions, Doctor Who, the 8th Doctor Adventures, Deadly Strangers.
Have you ever watched a snake dance?
Where are we going?
Milan, February the 17th, 1904.
Puccini.
Exactly. Giacomo Puccini. And tonight is the opening night of...
Madame Butterfly.
Correct.
This is Lady Audacity. This is Charlotte.
And this is their friend, the Doctor.
I do hope you both like opera.
I have an inkling the TARDIS has brought us to Iceland.
130 kilometers outside of Reykjavik. Iceland, 1975? The women are on strike.
I don't know how to make it stop!
What is she? She's a child. She's a devil. The Trappist system. We are in orbit above the Earth colony planet of Gillen 3.
Unauthorized life forms cannot be here. Gloaming is closed.
Gloaming? What's gloaming?
It's private.
It's a sleep clinic.
If you're dreaming, maybe you should pinch yourself. Somewhere to sleep, rest, and rejuvenate. Doctor!
But how long have you been sleeping for?
Doctor! I'm trapped in the dark and I don't know where I am. I will dance her ragged. I will dance her to death.
Big Finish. For the love of stories.
Sleep, the sleep of ages. The sound of sleep in the universe. That's the gloaming guarantee.
That was the trailer for the 8th Doctor Adventures, Deadly Strangers, and that is when you'll next hear me talking about the 8th Doctor in my recap of the 8th Doctor Adventures, Deadly Strangers, The Gloaming. Now into the episode being released later on today, where I will be recapping 99 to Beat Season 1 Episode 8, which is the 99 to Beat Season 1 finale. There is no trailer for it, so I can't show it you. But now it's back to this episode, so let me know what you thought of the Paternoster Gang Last Stand, the final Poblom, if you listened to it, my recap if you didn't, give me your thoughts on both of those in the comments below, as well as anything else you want to cover on the channel, such as any previews or recaps, put those in the comments below as well. Remember, you can also like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you later on today, UK time, for my recap of 99 to Beat Season 1, Episode 8. Goodbye.